The frantic voice on the 911 recording would later become evidence in my favor. Someone has changed the locks on community property. I demand you send officers immediately. HOA President Linda Garrison didn't know I was listening, or that I had a very different call to make. I had purchased the old Henderson place just 3 weeks earlier. It sat right at the edge of the Sunset Meadows HOA territory. Linda showed up on my doorstep, holding an old brass key. "I'm here for the monthly inspection," she announced, blazer crisp, smile brittle. "This master key gives me access to every home in our community." "I think there's been a misunderstanding," I replied calmly, setting down my paint roller. "This property sits outside your HOA boundaries. The survey clearly shows." She interrupted with a dismissive wave. "I don't need to see any documents. I've been HOA president for 8 years. She extended the key toward my lock. I firmly told her to step back, but she shrieked, "How dare you? Nobody defies the HOA." I thought that was the end, but soon she was back, frantically jamming the key into my new lock. I opened the door. "You changed the locks," she accused, purple-faced. "That's against HOA bylaws." "Mrs. Garrison," I reminded her, "this property isn't part of your HOA. Whatever arrangement you think you had ended with the foreclosure." She pulled out her phone, dialing 911 with theatrical flair. "Hello. I need police here immediately. There's a squatter in one of our HOA properties. He's changed the locks. Please hurry. He seems unstable." As she continued her performance, I stepped inside and dialed county dispatch. "Hey Sarah, it's David Morrison," I said calmly, identifying my friend, the dispatcher. "I've got an HOA president standing on my porch claiming I'm squatting in my own home. I believe she just called 911 making a false report. Parcel number 472-8916. Sarah Martinez pulled up the records. "I see it. You're right. That property sits outside the Sunset Meadows HOA boundaries. Actually, it looks like it's never been part of any HOA." She confirmed the false report call was active. "I'm updating the call notes now with the correct information. Officers Johnson and Pike are responding." Linda, smug and confident, waited for the police to haul me away. Instead, Officers Johnson and Pike walked right past her to my porch. "Mr. Morrison," Officer Johnson called out. I handed him my closing documents, deed, and survey. Linda rushed over. "Wait, what? Why are you talking to him? He's the squatter." "Ma'am, we need you to step back," Officer Pike instructed. I explained the situation. Officer Johnson studied the survey. "This is pretty clear. Your property line ends here. The HOA jurisdiction begins approximately 50 feet down the road." Linda was still insisting, "The key is proof enough." Officer Johnson turned to face her fully. "According to all legal documentation, this property is not under HOA jurisdiction. You're currently trespassing." Officer Pike added sternly, "Furthermore, you made a false 911 report claiming Mr. Morrison was a squatter. That's misuse of emergency services." The color drained from Linda's face. But I'm the HOA president." "That doesn't give you authority over properties outside your jurisdiction," Officer Johnson explained. "You can leave now and receive a formal warning, or we can arrest you for trespassing and filing a false report." Linda, shaking, clutched her useless key. She drove away, tires squealing. 3 days later, an official letter arrived from the HOA, a terse acknowledgement that the property falls outside HOA boundaries. I framed it. The real consequences came at the next HOA meeting. Word of her 911 debacle had spread. Homeowner after homeowner stood up demanding explanations about the master key and her false claims. The final vote was unanimous. Linda Garrison was removed from her position as HOA president, effective immediately. The HOA board audited her activities, leading to a $15,000 fine for misuse of HOA funds and multiple violations of state property laws. 6 months later, the judge ordered her to pay full restitution plus legal fees. Linda's face crumpled like tissue paper.